This is a spindle jig for straightening Bandolero spindles that I'm mid-process on. I'll try to do a how-to here for you. This is 3/4 stock that you can clamp in the vise. This is inch stock here. This is a piece of inch stock as well that the Bandolero spindle snout can fit down inside of, like this. And then trying to do this with one hand for the video. What you do is you slide the spindle up to where it is equal to this 1/2 inch nut. Stick a 1/2 inch bolt down through. And snug that up. So then, I'm just showing you quickly, if you've got this where that'll tighten down snug on there and this angle is right here, then that portion of your spindle, you know that the kingpin inclination is as delivered from Inex. It'll take variables out of your car. Kingpin inclination, the more you know about it, it plays a lot to do with what your car feels like, so you need to make sure that this stays consistent. When that spindle turns, like it's pointed down at the ground like that with your tire, well, when it's on an angle and it turns, it's going to take wedge out or put wedge into the car depending on which direction that is turning, and so it needs to be as delivered to keep your handling consistent. And I'll show you here, we're going to come off with a couple arms up here for the steering arm, so you can make sure that your tie rod lines up properly for setting your toe, and so your Ackerman stays the same. Next thing is to cut your spacers so they'll fit on a bolt that goes down through the spindle. Set the spacer on, and then figure out your angle that you need to have cut here for your fish mouth, and then cut your tube to length here, tack it in place, then just touch it up there lightly, tack it there, and make sure your bolt will slide in and out before you fully weld it. Here's what it looks like finished up roughly. It goes together like this. If the spindle's straight, the bolts will go in the holes.